You know?
Back up in this bitch once again, goddamn. Let me pull up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to got El Fenici up in this bitch with his ghost smelling ass. Chop it up about some boxing, you know what I'm saying? Thursday night throwdown, touch bases. You know what I'm saying? The Manuel Momo was going down. Say what's
good with it, fam?
Shit, we just up in there kicking it, man, trying to talk about boxing, you know what I'm saying? Leading up to this weekend. Got that Oscar Valdez fight. I think we got that prospect coming up this weekend too. I can't remember what his fucking name is. The one that he bid OG, like I can't remember his name. What's that dude's name, man? Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Somebody.
I can't. He one of them Latino fighters though, the youngster. Not Ortiz, the other one that I be getting them confused with. My man Brooklyn Child up in this bitch. What's up with it? Boxing shit, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk that boxing shit.
Yeah. We were just over here talking about Joshua's chances of winning against Ruiz and getting his belts back. I swear, like I was thinking that motherfucker might have a decent chance. But the more I see Joshua out in public looking happy, he seemed like he happier not being champion than he was being a champion. So I'm kind of questioning his motivation to even get the belts back. You know what I'm saying? If he get the belts back, he might ruin his own happiness.
Well, shit.
What say?
A lot of weight was lifted off of that young man. Man, he had the pressure of the world. What he say? I can't fathom a loss, mate.
Yeah, that motherfucker had the pressure of 100 kilos in the trunk come in. Police behind you, goddamn. Got Wilder on the scene, chasing them around and shit. Man, but I'm just thinking like you said before we got on, you was talking about how it's a chance that Ruiz, he could have a day off or a night off, and AJ might step his game up that night, and Mike could go out there and got a victory if he got his referee with him that helped him cheat against Parker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got to have his referee, kryptonite, some of the Decepticons, all type of shit to help him on that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hyphy was going down.
What's good with it, fam?
Brooklyn Child said this Ruiz shit is still crazy. Now he asking for 50 million. Yeah, that's the fight that motherfucker over there in UK. You know what I'm saying? He said he'll do something different if they fight over here in the States, but I don't blame him though, man. Because I don't even feel like AJ deserve a rematch. You quit in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with Ruiz. You about to say something, bro?
Nah.
Well, I'll say this. I'm with you, bro. How the fuck can you deserve to fight again for the championship belt when you spit your mouthpiece out? You got knocked down fucking 4 times and you ran to the corner, bro. You ran to the corner and not only run to the corner, but you leaned on it, bro. You was happy to be in the corner.
God damn, that motherfucker was happy like a pig in slop, wasn't he, man? He had to get his ass out that kitchen for a little bit because it was hot in there, man. He had to get up and go to the corner. That shit was just so weird, man. I went back and checked the fight out a few times. That shit just looked strange, the way he acted right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even look like a professional fighter to me. It looked like he almost got his mind on retirement or something. Like who needs all of this punishment? Like, he pretty much showed us that he's not willing to go to hell and back for his belts and shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a true champion type dude, man. Hey, ADA Sports Talk, what's up with us? AJ was so happy, that he lost. Yeah, hell yeah, that motherfucker was happy. Damon P was going down with you, man. What's cracking? Mark Wonderlick, Utah, with it. Brooklyn Child said the rematch needs to happen in Mexico. Shit, I ain't mad at it either. You know what I'm saying? That's what Ruiz was talking about. That's an option that he wanted, and he deserved it. He went out there and won the fight by knockout. It wasn't no close decision like a Harrison over Charlo or nothing like that. Nothing controversial. Like, he took the judges out of that shit. Went out there and put him on his back pockets like Roby saying all the time. You know what I'm saying?
On that motherfucking billfold. I'm talking about the big billfold, the one you can't even close up, bro. He put him on the back of that motherfucker.
But hey, bro, what you think that motherfucker can do to go win a rematch, though?
Man, I really don't see nothing he can do. He gonna have to close all them openings he give up. He gonna have to learn how to fight on the inside better. He gonna have to stop giving up his height. It's a lot of things that he do wrong that he gonna have to learn the next 6 months. I don't really see nothing he can do unless he gonna get the knockout. Just did what he do last time. I hope he get the same different results.
I think
That
the motherfucker gonna have to lose about 20 good pounds, 25. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you look at the way he looked as an amateur, he didn't look the way he looks now back then. Like this, his muscle, his body and shit, it's all like it's not real. It's manufactured. That's protein powder and lifting heavy weights and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think he need to lose some weight, man, to work on that stamina off the top. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting tired too much. I saw you get tired in the mid rounds against Klitschko. I saw you slow down on Povetkin. I know he stopped Povetkin, but you can still tell a difference in the mid rounds. And then look the way he looked against Ruiz in like the 6th round. He just looked tired. People saying he looked tired after the 1st round. You know what I'm saying? Then Ruiz started digging to the body and just sucked the rest of his soul out of his body, goddamn, like Shane's son up in his bitch. Ticket TV was going down, so he just needs to retire. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm thinking that he already got his mind on retirement. Because, like, any champion in history, if a motherfucker loses belts, like, that bothers you. You know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all tell me another champion that lost 3 belts and looked happy at the press conference? Like, when I'm looking at that, to me, it seems like you like what boxing brings you instead of boxing. Like, you like the lifestyle, you like the cars, you like the money. But when it comes to the actual fighting, going to hell, I don't think he want to do that no more. To me, it seems like he got a foot in retirement and another one on the banana peel already. You know what I'm saying?
it's Jamarcus Russell, bro.
You said Jamarcus Russell?
It's Jamarcus Russell, bro. You get a big contract, and you really didn't. You play football to make a living. You get your biggest deal, and then all of a sudden, football ain't your life. It's almost like AJ, bro. He made a lot of money fighting against a lot of UK bums, bro. So fuck, he done made a lot of bread, bro. So at this point, he really can look it back and say, why do I want to go in there against Ruiz against? Why do I want to fight Wilder and he can knock my fucking head off? I don't want none of that action, bro. I want to enjoy my fucking life. I got a good little body and shit. Everybody think I'm sexy. I'm just gonna be a fucking swimsuit model. Fuck it.
All right, I'm back. Damon P in the building. Salute, fam. Mark Wonderlich. What's good with it, bro? Brooklyn Child. Ticket TV. What's good with it, bro? Champ.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna say too, like, all right, you know that motherfucker didn't want to fight Wilder because he felt like he could make good money fighting against lesser opponents. That's what I think. I think he was like, fuck 50 million. I can make 20 million over 3 fights against, 20 million a piece for 3 fights and make 60 million fighting weaker opponents. But now he done got whooped by one of those weaker opponents. You know what I'm saying? So that shit gotta be like fucking with his confidence right now. Like how can he make a living in boxing without having to try real hard? Like he ain't got that no more. He thought he had it because he thought he was good enough to whoop B level fighters on a regular basis, but he not. You know what I'm saying? So what is he gonna do now?
And he can't take a decent punch. That's one thing that you're gonna have to be able to do in the heavyweight game. He can't take a decent punch, man. He do the stanky leg too much. Every time he get hit in that same spot, you know what I'm saying? He got America's best dancer going on. UK best dancer.
And that was the biggest thing that was exposed by AJ tonight. I mean, last week. We can say that he don't got no inside game and he should be clinching, but according to some people, that's not an art. But also, the dude is chinny as fuck. By the hair of his chinny chin. Every time he gets touched in that motherfucker, he's wobbling, bro, like a motherfucking 3-leg chair, bro. He can't fix that chin, Trey. He can't fix that chin, bro.
Muhammad is the one in the building. Salute, fam.
What's going down? Let me jump in the chat a little bit. Damon P said AJ going to have to get a vicious jab first. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think a stiff jab would have made the fight against Ruiz a lot easier on him. You know what I'm saying? But he was working a jab. He didn't have the courage to throw the right hand because whenever he was throwing the right hand, Ruiz was counterpunching him. You know what I'm saying? So he made AJ put his whole right hand in his right pocket. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I think he needs to have more confidence in the fight. Throw the right hand, man. Throw your whole arsenal. Stop being so conservative. You know what I'm saying? 88 Sports Talk said he needs to work on his stamina. He had his mouth open after 2 rounds. You see what I'm saying? So I think him losing a little bit of weight, man, cut down some of that muscle. I think that should help him because it's not a bodybuilder game. You know what I'm saying? We all know that he doesn't have the right body type for this. That shit it takes too much oxygen to fuel that type of body. You know what I'm saying? And plus, them muscles, they get full of blood, they get heavy as the fight go along. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're throwing hard punches and shit. So, yeah, he needs to slim down some.
And Ruiz was touching him everywhere. Ill Will, salute, fam. Ruiz was touching him in the chest, in the stomach, in the arm, socking his jab with the hook. Ruiz was touching him, man, and that shit had to play a toll. You know what I mean? Wore him down. He wanted to quit, and he actually did. He wasn't in the fight. He ain't never been in no fight like that.
But like Trey said, bro, he didn't seem interested in the fight from the third round on, bro. It seemed like when Ruiz was giving him any type of resistance, bro, he seemed like he didn't want that action. And that's funny to me because he'd been up against all these people that he'd been predicted to win. And with the referee helping him, even this time, bro, he called a timeout going to the corner, bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, bro, he's consistently looking for somebody to help him out in all these fights, bro. AJ is a pampered ass boxer that's used to looking for ways out, bro.
Right. Why not? Salute, fam. Dalton Judge. La D. What's good with it, sis?
That's the woman of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. Vamos campeona. God bless the queen. What's up to my man Dalton Judge? Muhammad is the one. What's going down? I said Muhammad is the one. My bad. Let me jump. Go ahead.
Mike James boxing. Dago. Salute, fam. Like in the fourth round was a round that Ruiz took off, and he still didn't want that action. He was down on the cards, and he still wasn't trying to convincingly, you know what I'm saying, fight. You feel me? He was using the jab. He was trying to throw that hook still. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of shit he was doing the same as the early rounds, but Ruiz wasn't attacking like he was early. He was taking that round off. So, you know what I mean? He knew he was used to that handicap shit, thinking, oh, yeah, this is going to be my round anyway. All I got to do is just, you know what I'm saying, jab and move. Bottom of Cali, salute.
What's going down?
Yeah, all I got to do is jab and move.
Yeah.
I saw it as a way of AJ trying to just steal a little round, but I saw Ruiz doing what I was telling him not to do. He was buying time. He outsmarted AJ and waiting for AJ to open up, and then he was able to get his attack off, bro.
Yep. Let me jump in the chat a little bit. Brooklyn Child said AJ has no heart and he's soft. He quit. Goddamn, I agree with you 100% on that shit, man. Rod X the Champ, Ticket TV said he's satisfied. I agree 100% with that too. Who's that? Marvin Hagler that said it's hard to get up and run at 4 in the morning when you sleep on silk sheets every night. And this motherfucker, everywhere he go, he get praised and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like his whole country, he got a whole country of people that, you know, put him on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like Marvin Hagler, if you look at him, he didn't get his just due in boxing for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So that kept him hungry. Even somebody like Oscar De La Hoya, his father wouldn't even tell him that he was a good fighter when he was young. You know what I'm saying? He made that motherfucker just keep working, keep on trying to prove to your father that he was a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like that hard shit goes a long way in something like boxing, man. For real, that tough love.
Especially in the
bomb squad.
Especially in the situation. Don Dada in the building, D Biz. What's good with it, fam?
What's going down? Damien Priest said he either really do it in the rematch or just go home. You talking about Ruiz? Go out there and do it to him in the rematch? I am Ill Will said salute. Riley's the champ said AJ has a weak chin, stamina issues, can't fight on the inside, and really don't have no defense. What can AJ do?
And that's what we was debating earlier, bro. What can he do to get back to where he at right now? And he touched on a lot of topics, bro.
He did.
That's really crazy. And when we look at it, right, we've been saying that AJ throw the same basic punches over and over again. He's a fucking robot, bro. So what can a robot do? He got a fucking fucking boot, bro.
And then another thing too, like if you look at AJ as a whole, if you throw his amateur career in there, like in his professional career, he has way less experience than Ruiz. Ruiz got double the amateur fights that he has. I think they said Ruiz was like 105-5. That was his record. And they said AJ got like around 60 amateur fights. So that advantage goes to Ruiz. Ruiz got like 33 professional fights. AJ got like 23 professional fights now. And like a lot of his supporters, they kept on bragging on AJ, talking about how much he achieved so early in the sport. But that actually counts against him too, because that's lack of experience. Like a fighter that's a champion and he got 20 fights, to me, it's not as much of a threat as a champion that got 40 fights. You know what I'm saying? Where they got a well of experience that they can draw from. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to be able to improve his experience level between now and a rematch. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it just seemed like he got an uphill battle in front of him.
Raphael Gooden, what's good with it, fam? Salute. Picasso, salute, fam. Nitty G in the building. Main boxing biker. Salute, fam.
Why not? Said we got to find out why Pops wanted to put the 2 peaks on Eddie. I think it was the guaranteed 80 million for Wilder versus the 20 million for the lesser opponent. Yeah. Square business, guy. They done fucked off that money, huh, man? Damon P said clinching is definitely an art as long as you don't do it too much. Goddamn. And what we be talking about with clinching, we not talking about like some fighters, like let's say they step in with a combination. They might grab their opponent to keep them from retaliating. We ain't even talking about that. We talking about clinching when you hurt. Your opponent done rocked you a few times, you know what I'm saying? And instead of trying to man up and go toe to toe, or you know what I'm saying, you want to clinch. That's what we talking about.
Yeah. Hey, and then look, like if you go back and see the guy can't clinch, you see he had to get help to keep a man up off of him. That's how you know a man can't clinch. You know what I'm saying? Some people hold you for dear life until the referee peel him off. You know what I'm saying? Don't let you throw no punch, smother you. So you know.
And then like that's also part of preparation. Like you have to have a game plan for when you get hurt. Like if you go back and look at somebody like Rigondeaux when he trained, you will see Rigondeaux spinning around in circles. That's to simulate the feeling he would have if he hurt, where he'd be dizzy and shit. And then you'll start seeing him throwing combinations and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he wants that feeling of working while he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? To be prepared for those situations. You can tell somebody like AJ, he ain't thinking about when he hurt. He ain't have no game plan. All he could do was just put his hands up and put the earmuffs on and hope Ruiz will leave him alone for a little while. And Ruiz didn't, goddamn. He kept on throwing punches. Muhammad is the one said Joshua tried to cut corners, y'all. You heard the latest? Triple G said that AJ didn't have the same testing for PEDs that he would have had in the UK. Let that sink in. Big Baby wasn't too far off, goddamn.
Yeah, that's what Dillian White said that too.
Yeah.
Dillian White said the same exact thing. He said he get treated over here and the states ain't playing that. He said the doctors over here allow the stuff that he got and the states ain't playing. That's too many people saying the same thing. I heard, you know what I mean? I heard a few people saying that, but
yeah. Ali Dago said AJ is a coward, man. I can't even disagree with you too much, man, because like I didn't see a fighter that was willing to go to hell and back. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time he got a taste of something like Mexican style. And that was the wrong style from him. It seemed like he's just a type of fighter. If you step to him and bring the fight to him, you'll throw him off. Even like when Klitschko was right there in front of him, stepping to AJ, hit him with a lead right hand. That shit was bad news for AJ, man. So it seemed like the book is out. The man really can't counterpunch. The only time I really seen him land a hard counterpunch was against Charles Martin. Those counter right hands he dropped them with. But outside of that, I don't see much of a counterpuncher. I see a fighter that punches and he waits his turn when you punching. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like he stepped to him. Mike James said, well, we say he going to come in 20 pounds lighter and faster in the rematch if it happens. I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Goddamn, you came in at 268 in this fight. That extra weight is like shock absorption. You know what I'm saying? And he ate a few of AJ punches. Like whenever AJ dropped him, when he got up, he hit Ruiz with a hard ass right hand, and he ate that hoe. If he come in 20 pounds lighter, will he be able to eat that same right hand? I don't know. So I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All the day, salute. Bottom of Cali, salute. Scroll down some more. All right, Damon P said Ruiz was walking through his punches after the first round that put him down. You saying after the third round, Ruiz just started walking through that shit? Yeah, that nigga Marlo had brought that up as a point, you know what I'm saying? Because Ruiz had a little bit more head movement early on in the fight. Then once he took a couple of AJ punches, it seemed like he didn't respect his power and he didn't feel like he needed to move his head as much. And he just straight stalked that motherfucker, standing up straight. You know what I'm saying? Raphael,
and it wasn't hard to find AJ neither.
he a big ass target on me.
Yeah.
Picasso said, I just watched Wilder versus Ortiz, another magnifying performance from two top fighters in the business. Hell yeah. Two special fighters, man. You got a complete fighter in Ortiz, and you got a special fighter in Wilder. That's what I should say. Because Ortiz got all the skills in the world, man. He can fight on the inside. He can fight on the outside. He can get on his toes a little bit when he wants to, work off the jab, southpaw trick. He got all kind of counter punches for you. But somebody like Wilder just special, man. He got an escape hatch at all times. Even if he down in the fight, he can always knock you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them matchups, man. You about to say something, bro?
No, I say hell yeah.
Right, business. And plus, let me throw this in too. A lot of people, they judge Wilder unfairly. The motherfucker really ain't there to try to win rounds from you. The only time I saw Wilder trying to win rounds was in Stavern in the first fight. And he went out there and he boxed beautifully in that fight. But outside of that, I see what his coach, that Birmingham dude or whatever his name is, where he be telling him in the corners. He said, look for your moment and explode. That's what he said against Ortiz, and that's what I see him do. You know what I'm saying? He looked for his moment and he exploded through the target. Ali Dago said AJ protectors were talking a lot of crap to me, saying I don't know nothing about boxing for picking Ruiz to win, but I was right. He punked AJ in that ring. You damn sure was right, and I got to eat my crow, man. We're going to have the Crows Chronicles coming out soon. It's a celebration. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all pull up. Man said, hey, what up, y'all? On my way to home from work, all right? Nitty G, salute. BLOCKFAM, hashtag LDBC. Brooklyn Child said, I want to see Ruiz spark this dude. All right, that's what's up. We all want to see it. You know what I'm saying? What percentage chance do you give Ruiz to win the fight, or AJ to win the fight, bro?
Shit. I give him like a 30% chance.
Give him a good 30?
Yeah, because if he land a punch, he was able to land. If he land a good, decent punch in that mid-range, he got a decent mid-range game. But anything outside or close up, he ain't happening. He going to get beat on. So other than that, like I said, other than the knockout, I don't give him no chance at all.
Okay, I actually thought you would say like a good 10 or something. You really gave him a better chance than I anticipated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what's up, though. What chance do you think it will take place in the UK? Do you think they'll get that motherfucker that 50 million so they can have that advantage in the fight?
Shit, if they gonna cough it up, because that's gonna hurt if they give him that 50. What AJ gonna make? You know what I'm saying?
So you think
it's a lot of factors in that, but I think it's a small chance that it'll be out there because the money is here, and if they pay that much money, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna hurt somebody's pockets.
So you think it's a bigger chance that the rematch will be in the United States or Mexico?
Yep.
All right, Picasso said, actually, if you're a robot, you must be smarter than your opponents. All right, Raphael Good and Picasso say salute. We scroll down. Nitty G said, I'm just happy that Anthony Johnson, a.k.a. Pup, got exposed. Goddamn, yeah, man. That shit feel like we all got vindicated. Like, I know that I ate crow on the fight, but I've been talking about this man flaws for a while. Like, if you actually go back and listen to our last Thursday live stream, we talked about that shit then. We talked about how Joshua needed help from the referee against Parker fighting on the inside. So if Ruiz was able to get on the inside, he would do some damage. I didn't cross the line and pick him, you know what I'm saying? But I did see some shit that Ruiz could do to the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Maine said AJ and Triple G have similar styles. I think I see what you mean on that, bro. I feel like AJ kind of got like a looser defense and shit these days than they used to have. But the fact that they don't combine defense with offense, like they jump on you with punches, and then once you step to them with punches, they don't counter punch. They just put the earmuffs on and wait their turn to punch. That's a similarity that I see in Joshua and Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Damon P said AJ didn't know what to do after he got dazed. Yeah, he ain't had no plan. Why not? Say, hey, people don't talk much about how Ruiz ate that straight right and the AJ special uppercut from hell. Ruiz chin is crazy, bro. Yeah, I didn't really see AJ put a lot on that uppercut, though. I think he just touched him with it, but he really was cocking that left hook on him that he brought back. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I saw. Why not? Said AJ landed that uppercut after he knocked Ruiz down, and not long after that, AJ landed the straight right. All right.
He ate that thing like a Skittle.
Ate it, huh, man? That's what I'm saying. Keep that weight, man. Man said the most important thing is that Wilder power carry late still. It do. Smooth Teddy B was going down, man. What's up, everybody? Make sure y'all subscribe to the homie Smooth Teddy B over there calling basketball games and shit. Man, Boxing Biker say you're right, Trey X. Wilder is the most explosive boxer we have right now. Shit, I wouldn't doubt if he wasn't the most explosive boxer in the history of boxing. I've been trying to go back and look at a lot of old fights and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, last night I watched Kid Gavilan versus Johnny Bratton. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And like, when I look at these fighters, man, I just don't see nobody that Wilder reminds me of. When I look at the hardest punches in boxing history, like your Shavers, your Foreman and Mike Tyson and stuff, I guess he's more similar to Mike Tyson because he throws the punches with speed and they very explosive. They're not slow twitch, they fast twitch. But he got a different body type than Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was short and compact, and he got more like a Thomas Hitman Hearns type of frame. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I can't find nobody that reminds me of Wilder. And the way that he puts that kinetic chain together, I think he the hardest puncher in boxing. He can drop you with an open hand punch to your forehead. Like, y'all tell me another fighter that y'all been seeing doing that kind of shit. Bobby McCallie said, Marlo Trez, how do you guys see the rematch going? And do you think location is a factor? UK versus here? Yeah, hell yeah. That's what we've been talking about.
Yeah, I definitely think location is the factor. Seeing how AJ get his fights. The referee steps in as soon as he get a little bit of momentum. He steps in and call the fights kind of early. Also the judges, you know what I'm saying, is definitely gonna be in his favor. There's a bunch of things that they got going on over there that will play a factor.
Yeah, Damon P said Ortiz still handling this business, but it looks like he lost a little shine since he fought Wilder. That's for sure. It just seemed like Wilder take a little something from you when you fight him. You know what I'm saying? But hey, props to him though, man, because he's been, going around getting in the ring, talking about he want a rematch. Now he got a rematch. So it looked like he still mean business. Shout out to Ortiz, goddamn staying tough.
Best fight the best in the building. Salute, fam.
Going down. Don Dollar said AJ winning the rematch anywhere. All right. Lala D said Triple G implied that the UK would allow AJ to use more medicine. Goddamn me. Damon P said they can't pay $50 million. AJ have to take $10 million if they do. So is $10 million worth the belts? Would you take $10 million and let the other opponent take the big end so you can set the deck against him and get the belts back? Like would the belts equal that $50 million in the long run? What you think, bro? Would you sacrifice a little money to get some belts? Okay. Okay. Smooth Tech, hold up. More explosive than Tyson. Yeah, man. That's the way I'm just looking at his body type, bro.
Hey, can y'all hear?
What I'm saying? Like,
can y'all hear me in the chat?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Hey, y'all in the chat, let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there. Smooth Teddy B said I was gonna say, all right, they said they can hear me. Let me know if y'all talking to me. Say, yeah, you can hear me, Trey. Because Marlo just said that he just asked could y'all hear him. But I'm gonna jump in the chat until then.
I can't hear Trey.
Which one? They saying, yeah, we can hear you. Oh, yeah, Trey, they can hear me, but they can't hear Marlo.
We left off.
I'm here. He over here talking about he don't know where we left off. I'm in the chat, goddamn.
All right, let me try to catch up with what he was in the chat.
I'm gonna turn him down.
All right, here down to say AJ rematch. AJ rematch. Will AJ winning the rematch anyway?
Let me know if y'all. All right, best fight the best. Say you hear both of them.
Lala D said GGG implied that the UK would allow AJ to use more meds. Yep, that's what I was saying. That's why it's a bunch of advantages that's going on over there on their side. Damon P said they can't pay $50 million. AJ had to take 10 mil if they do. Yeah, he gonna have to take a lot less money than he been getting paid. That's for sure. Teddy B said, "Hold up, more explosive than Tyson." You
hear me?
He coming from distance, so I don't know. It'd be hard. I was gonna say more explosive than Hearns or Bob Foster. That's Teddy B. Baton South D-Town said they need to take the fight off their DAZN app, put it on pay-per-view, and fight in the States, and they both can make 40 mil. Yeah, that'd be straight.
Hey, can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah, they was hearing me the whole time.
No, they wasn't. They put it in the chat. They can hear me, not you.
Oh, they ain't. They saying it down there, bro. They saying we hear you, Trey. Marlo was cutting in and out. We hear both Trey and Marlo. They saying they hear me too.
Well, I couldn't hear you then.
Yeah, we couldn't hear each other. All right, let me jump back.
See right here, Sandra Brown said, "I hear Marlo."
Yeah, but the other people, they saying you good, Trey. I hear you just fine, Trey. So they saying they hear me.
Oh.
All right, let me jump back in the chat because I was about to answer one of the questions. Smooth Teddy B said I was gonna say more explosive. Hold on, he said more explosive than Tyson. I think I answered that already. Smooth Teddy B said I was gonna say more explosive than Hearns or Bob Foster. See the difference between them, like I respect that. You can even throw somebody like Julian Williams in there. I mean Julian Jackson, my bad. See, but the thing about them is that they knock out people in their own weight class. You know what I'm saying? Like I see Wilder routinely doing this shit to people that outweigh him by 30 and 40 pounds, maybe even more than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's an opportunity that the other fighters won't have. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that makes Wilder just a different type of puncher. Goddamn
Sheldon Holmes in the building. Salute, fam. KF Harris, salute.
Salute.
Mark Johnson, salute, fam.
Yeah. Bonton South, D-Town South, they need to take the fight off the DAZN app, put it on pay-per-view, and fight in the States. And they both can make 40 million. Okay, that's what's up. They need to keep that cheap ass DAZN app for
Michael James, salute, fam. In the building.
Yeah, best fight the best. Smooth Teddy B said location is a factor because Joshua may have been on drugs. And Ortiz is getting retired. Okay. You getting retired by Wilder. I see what you're saying. Y'all talking about the PEDs and shit. Tyler say salute. What's going down? Teddy B, Smooth Teddy B said, hope that check is big. Goddamn, which check? Why not say Kurt Sugar still think Ernie Shave was hardest hitting boxer ever? I'm undecided between them, but leaning towards Wilder. Yeah, to me, it's a different type of power. Like it seemed like Shavers had more like a thudding type power, you know what I'm saying? And Wilder seemed to have the type of power that cut through shit. Like it seemed like he can punch straight through your face. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this though, my coach, Lynn Bullet Ball, shout out to my man, second round knockout over Ron Lyle, his biggest win. But he also was a sparring partner for a lot of fighters like Ernie Shavers and Larry Holmes. And he said Ernie Shavers was a hard hitting motherfucker. He would spar him, and when he would leave, he would hear noises in his head like roo, roo, roo. And he said he would hear that shit like all night. You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker could hit hard.
Best next fight, Robert Tim, salute, fam.
Yeah. Best fight the best at AJ is worth 60 million, right? Okay, so time to liquidate some shit, yeah. Bells, goddamn me. Everybody said they can hear us and shit. Damon P said if they was in the UK, the ref would have gave AJ that time out he wanted. Yeah. See, he just like to me, when I went and I looked at that shit, it just seemed so bizarre the way he was acting. But it seemed like he just privileged. Like he used to being at home in the UK. If he get hurt, he can take a time out whenever he get ready. He got a referee that's gonna help him. He got judges that's gonna lean towards him. Like he just used to having a deck stack for him. Like they even said his gold medals from the Olympics was a fraudulent medal because he was getting gift decisions in the Olympics. It seemed like he doesn't know a time in boxing where he doesn't have the advantage. You know what I'm saying? And when he came over here for a fair fight, a one-on-one fair fight, shit, he was like a fish out of water. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. And he couldn't get no extra testosterone shots.
Yeah.
This confident shot.
For real. Sandra Brown, the matriarch, salute. Nitty G said, even if the fight ends up being in the UK, I still think Andy will beat the brakes off of Pup. Goddamn. So you just go on with skills, pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Andy Ruiz, I think he brought something to the forefront. Because like when people talk about smart boxing, they mainly talk about fighters that fight on the outside. And there are smart ways to fight on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be a dumb fighter that fight on the outside, and you can be a dumb fighter that fight on the inside and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And Andy Ruiz was a smart inside fighter. Now, I would have liked if he did more bobbing and weaving, but at the same time, the way he was able to slip jabs and then come with that overhand right and shit, that was a counter punch, and that's not what we typically think of as a counter punch. That was a big, a short man counter punch, but that shit does exist. You know what I'm saying? So respect to the inside fighters in the game, and that also got me thinking. My dream fight, if I just want to be like a sadistic, twisted motherfucker, would be AJ versus Smoking Joe Frazier or AJ versus Mike Tyson, because they would have destroyed that man on the inside. What you about to say, bro?
Embarrassed his ass.
Embarrassed that motherfucker, man. Square business. Let me scroll down. All right, everybody saying they hear us. Hold on, Smooth Teddy B. Hold on, let me scroll down some more. They still talking about that shit. Chef said, Marlo Trey X, what up? What's cooking? Shit, goddamn. We just came to chop it up a little bit on this boxing. El Chapo in the chat. Michael James 616, what's up with it? El Chapo said to drop in and hit that like button and salute y'all and everyone in the chat, man. Y'all wish that motherfucker Chris Rayner, El Chapo, a happy birthday. Yeah, he tried to sneak by without telling us it was his birthday and shit. His birthday was yesterday or something like that, man. So I think it might have been the day before or something. I don't know, man. But y'all say happy birthday to the homie El Chapo. Why not say we heard
happy birthday again, bro?
Gia. Let me scroll down. Nita G, salute to the corner in the chat. Gotta be at work in a few hours. I appreciate you stopping through. Snacks B said AJ would have been able to jog around a building if that shit was in the UK, huh, man? They would have bought that motherfucker an oxygen tank. They would have got that nigga some glucose, a shot of cocaine, some morphine, anything else that motherfucker needed in that bitch. Snacks B said Ruiz is a gangster in there. Yeah, man, he got a gangster style too. You know what I'm saying? Like he coming to you. Like he ain't hard to find. You know what I'm saying? Like he walked that motherfucker down and took his wheel. You know what I'm saying? Like he just snatched that man's soul from him.
Took his heart.
Took his heart.
Got it in his pocket next to his Snickers.
Yeah. Picasso said AJ privileges have been revoked. Hearn got him a temporary pass. Hearn got 1 foot out the door, just waiting for AJ to fall off. Goddamn. Best fight the best said AJ gets obliterated by Frazier or Tyson. He would have gotten killed. They would have caught a body, huh, man? Yeah, you can't be a fish out of water on the inside with them boys, man. Even somebody like Holyfield, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he fought Tyson, you know, a lot of people felt like he was being dirty, using his head and shit, clenching a little bit too much or whatever the case may be. But whether you agree with his plan or not, the man had a plan when he came into the inside on Tyson. This motherfucker AJ don't have no plans. All he do was throw his hands up and start sprawling and looking all, you know.
Omega Red, Winston Lee, salute, fam.
Gee, what's going down with you? Everybody saying happy birthday to El Chapo. He probably got his ghost smelling ass up out of here already. Damien P said AJ will get destroyed by any other Hall of Fame heavyweights. Goddamn, the way he looking right now. And I've been saying that he was a B-level fighter this whole time, and I was trying to be fair. I wasn't even shitting on the man or nothing. But I don't even know if I can say he a solid B-level because he just fought a solid B-level, and he got destroyed by a B-level fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, goddamn, he might be a C-plus level fighter, man. I tell you this right now, I think he probably the weakest 3-division champion in history. I don't know a lot about the belts, y'all, so I'm really talking out the side of my neck. But if y'all know another champion that had 3 of the 4 top belts and he was weaker than AJ, please let me know. For real. Goddamn, Mark Wonderly, happy birthday to 78. That's what's up. Winston Lee, Tank versus Ricardo Nunez.
His 78th birthday, happy birthday, 78.
Show. Tank versus Ricardo Nunez. All right, we'll be looking forward to that shit. I'm looking forward to Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez. I had to ask Lala D what she thought about that fight earlier and shit. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez fight. Goddamn. Chef said AJ motherfucking ass don't know how to feint or shit either. He don't shoot no feints or nothing, huh, man. Got minimum head movement, especially when he on the inside, like close. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh man, all the weight on the front foot. Now he got the habit of having his defense relaxed because he been hanging around Mayweather, so he think he got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. He think he's slick and smooth out there. That motherfucker want to be a 260-pound Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like he want to slide and glide. Like he don't want to go to war and go to hell and back no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I see that shit in him, man.
Champions first in the building. Salute, fam.
Going down, this little Feezy. What's up with it? Damon P said if it was Holyfield on the inside with AJ, he would have died. I ain't even want to bring out Holyfield. I tried to just do him right with the Tyson in the goddamn Frazier. I ain't even want to do him like that with the Holyfield. Best fight the best. Say facts. The man is just not that good. I'm gonna give him a good C plus. Best. What you give him? Now, like don't even say it like the trash one. Tell me your honest grade that you give AJ. What's your honest grade on him, bro?
Shit, I say C plus, B minus at the most. Like I said, he ain't bad at mid range. If he, you know what I'm saying, going against a lot of them C level fighters, you know, they subject to shit like that, to the same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I put him there is because he was doing the same shit. He didn't make no adjustments in the fight at all. You know what I'm saying? That's bad for a fighter.
Yeah, and like you give him props on the mid range. That's what we've been doing. We say he all right in the mid range. But part of being able, like number one, you want to have something on all ranges, close, middle, and long range. But if you good at a particular range, you need to be good at maintaining that range. And he ain't good at that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a bad sign for him, man. I'm gonna give the motherfucker a solid C plus right there with you. Where was I in the chat? Picasso said he took the wheel off his bike, so he had to run. Goddamn, get his ass up out of there.
Korean breed is building. Salute, fam.
Lala D said she can't think of no weaker heavyweights champions with 3 belts. Lil Fee said AJ just should have fought Wilder and gave the fans what they wanted. Yeah, that's like that right there. I think that's something that's gonna reverberate throughout boxing. Like, stop trying to build these fights up, man. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, strike while the iron's hot. Ain't no sense of trying to build these fights up because y'all ain't Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no fighter in the game like a Mayweather right now that can count on himself to keep on winning and shit. Like Ali said the game is full of a lot of good fighters. And he said it will be his luck that one of those good fighters would decide to be great against him and knock him off. So he felt like it would be best just to fight the motherfuckers when it's time to fight them. And I'm seeing that because I think bro had told me yesterday that Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford was talking a little bit. Like, I think it might be something like the Wilder situation. If he get past his next fight against Porter, he'll fight Terrence Crawford next. You see what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that that's a little evidence that the fight game is paying attention. Because a lot of big fights are being delayed right now. You know what I'm saying? Best fight debate said AJ was fluffed up by fighting bums. That's the reason they were holding off the Wilder fight, trying to age him out. I agree. I was saying that the whole time, bro. Like, this shit started, I think AJ was like 26. Wilder was like 32, I think, something like that. And I kept on saying, like, the longer they wait, the more it favors AJ. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it don't favor AJ because the longer they wait, the more of a chance it gave AJ to lose and fuck off the big fight. You know what I'm saying? Winston Lee said Hooker by 11 round stoppage. I'm riding with Hooker. I ain't broke down the tape yet. You know what I'm saying? I like Hooker. Like he one of my favorite fighters out of Texas. You know what I'm saying? Fighting out of Dallas. So I'm gonna ride with Hooker, man. I just like the way Hooker can fight on the inside, fight on the outside. I done seen Hooker get off the canvas and win against that Jose Salcedo. The motherfucker can punch a little bit. He got long guns. He put the jab on you. You know what I'm saying? I like Ramirez. Ramirez can fight a little bit, but I thought Amir Mom had some success against him early in the fight, putting that jab and straight right hand on Ramirez, but Ramirez was just able to wear him down. And as the fight went on, he was able to take over and dig shots to the body and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking if Hooker is able to stay disciplined, keep him at the end of the jab, rumble with him when he have to, because you can't let him think he'll punk and run over you. I think that'll give Hooker a good chance to go out there and beat this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that fight, bro?
Yeah, I'm taking Hooker too. I'm watching tape and see what he got to do to beat this motherfucker. This is a dog that's gonna be in front of him. But I think with the skills he got, if he be able to work that jab, turn him, keep him in places, I think he'll be able to get his work off. I think it's gonna be a tough fight though.
I think it's a very interesting move that they made, though, because by them announcing this fight at this time after the finals for the World Boxing Super Series tournament has already been set with Prograis and Taylor, they kind of took some shine away from that fight a little bit. And it's like they bypassed the tournament a little bit because, like, they didn't have to go through all that shit in the tournament, but they still, like, they took the finals and turned it into like a semifinals. Because the winner out of Taylor and Prograis, they are going to win the Muhammad Ali trophy, but they still might not be the consensus number one 140 pounder in the world, because some people might still think that Maurice Hooker or even Jose Ramirez got a chance to beat one of them. So I thought that was actually pretty smart. I would rather them have been in the tournament with the other fighters, but since they didn't, I still think that was like a solid move that they made, and hopefully we'll get the winners out of both those fights will fight each other. That shit there would be too good for boxing, man. That should be player. Well, if they do that, man, 140 is on. Chef say Hooker got to keep Ramirez at the end of that jab. I agree. D-Bid OG said Ramirez beats Hooker. All right, we're going to see. Goddamn me, OG. Don Dollar said Hooker by split decision. I'm going to say Hooker by unanimous decision. Snacks B said back to say Holyfield on AJ. Damon P said Hooker going to hit him in the late rounds. All right, best fact the best said AJ should have gave that 15 million to Wilder last year and just hit and just got knocked out then. At least he would have made more money, goddamn. All right. Karan Bread said I got beat by a hooker once. She said it made her cancer hurt when she been like that. Or it made her cervix hurt when she been like that. I said, go on and take the money. Oh, goddamn. David OG said Ramirez will put too much pressure on Hooker. I think Hooker can handle pressure, though, man. Hooker's a tough fighter, man. That motherfucker done been in some you know what I'm saying, some shit that give a fighter some character. Like, he showed me a lot in his last fight, especially, man, able to get off the canvas and Saucedo. If you saw that fight that he had with that Zapopina dude, man, Saucedo ain't no joke in there. And Hooker was able to take care of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Best fight the best. And AJ is a serious C- fighter. All right, he right there in the ballpark with me. I gave him a C+, he gave him a C-. I guess if AJ get a referee that can jump the motherfucker with him, would you give him a C+ then? You know what I'm saying? Snacks B said James Toney would have gave AJ the biz. Goddamn, yeah, he was a smaller heavyweight. But man, I'm looking at him. I'm even looking what Andre Ward was talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if Ward would have went out there and tap danced on his motherfucking skull. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Well, one said Ward, goddamn, he read my mind. Said Ward can beat Pup Pup. That's a new name, Pup Pup. Where y'all get that Pup Pup shit from, man? Y'all crazy.
That's best fight the best. Best fight the best gave that name AJ.
That's best fight the best.
That's what I heard from first.
Best fight the best said AJ been getting hit with the same straight right since 2016. Nothing has changed. And like he brought up a good point, man. Like AJ got slow reflexes. When that motherfucker fought Klitschko, he fought like a 41-year-old man, I think. And he got hit with a lead right hand, a punch that got to travel all the way across his body to hit you. And this motherfucker in his 40s, you in your 20s, and you getting hit with this punch, that's disrespectful. If a fighter hits you with a lead right hand, they basically telling you, your reflexes is slow as fuck, and I can hit you with this shit whenever I get ready. You know what I'm saying? Scroll down. Winston Lee. Okay, Damon P said he gave him just a solid C. Winston Lee said AJ is a 4-round fighter. You got to tighten up on that stamina, bro. Lose a little weight. Get a more streamlined body. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker needs to start taking up swimming and shit like that instead of doing so much weightlifting. Get some more elongated muscles instead of having them so tight and compact and heavy. You know what I'm saying? Smooth Teddy B said AJ is a B fighter who used to be a B+ fighter. He's devoted since that devolved since that White and Kovalev fight. All right. So what is Andy Ruiz? What grade do you give Andy Ruiz? Damon P said a C if he trains hard. Goddamn. Yeah. KF Harris said everybody knew AJ was beatable. Ward was sneaking to come out of retirement to get that money. AJ a C+ fighter, goddamn, he vulnerable. Bonton South D-Town said, don't forget AJ was able to touch Ruiz. When he knocked him down, AJ just wasn't able to finish him. I got AJ in a rematch by knockout, second round, goddamn. That's a hell of a prediction, bro. Real shit, that's a hell of a prediction. I mean, He was able to touch Ruiz, but really he opened up on Ruiz after he touched him. Like he kind of stepped in with a little combination. But for the most part in the fight, I didn't see him throwing the right hand. That's my problem, bro. Like if I saw him throwing that right hand with conviction and really trying to hurt him with it, instead of then not just that right hand after he dropped him. I'm talking about just have a consistent attack where you touch him with the jab, you hooking out the jab, touch him with the right hand. Like he was just jabbing and hooking. I don't think he can beat him with one hand, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just think he's gonna have to put that right hand in there. You know what I'm saying? Smooth Teddy B said Trey X. You're absolutely right. These fighters need to just fight because anybody can lose and that's it. I do think Spence next fight is Crawford. That shit'll be player as hell. It might not be player for La D though, because we got a bet on that fight. Goddamn, Don Daughter said a great fight. Build up the rematch, goddamn. All right, La D said I'm picking AJ over Ruiz in part 2 though. Okay. God damn, all right. Best fight the best at real talk. Hooker's gonna beat the shit out of Ramirez. You think he's gonna beat the brakes off of him? I think it's gonna be a tough fight, man. But I think Hooker should get it though. Smooth Teddy B said Hooker better not try to box off the back foot. Well, that's the thing about Hooker though, bro. He can do it all. He can step to you. He can box on the back. Well, he can fight on the outside. He can fight on the inside. Fight at the mid range. Keep you at the end of his punches. He can throw combinations and put his punches together, throw punches in bunches. You know what I'm saying? Like Hooker is a all-around type of fighter. And he got heart, he got toughness. You know what I'm saying? If that motherfucker Ramirez drop him, you can expect Hooker to get up and keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I like Hooker, man. KF Harris said, I got the Mexican Rocky again versus AJ. He gonna finish the job Mexican style to the body. All right. Goddamn Damon P said, now we need Wilder to knock the fuck out of Fury and close that gigantic mouth. Yeah. I wouldn't mind if let's say Ruiz get past AJ, Wilder, he go out there and beat Ortiz. I wouldn't be mad if Wilder slipped that motherfucker Fury a little something to go and step out the way and let Wilder go ahead and fight Ortiz and get them belts. And then that fight against Fury will be for all the marbles. It'll be for all 4 belts and the lineal championship. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want Wilder, like really on the cool, I almost want Wilder to beat Fury more than I want him to get them belts. I know that shit sound crazy, but I just want Wilder to be in that lineal championship list that goes all the way back to John L. Sullivan. Whenever I be looking at that shit, you know what I'm saying? I want Wilder to be at the end of that shit, man. So I want that bad, man. Lineal, goddamn, the man who beat the man. Best fight the best, and I got the tournament winner as the best in the division, goddamn. Yeah, see, but the thing is, like, I feel you on that, and I ain't mad at your assessment, but it's gonna be another fighter that's undefeated because Maurice Hooker, he don't have no losses. He only got 3 draws, and as his blemishes on his record. And then Ramirez, if I'm not mistaken, I think he undefeated too. I might be wrong about that, but I think he is. So even if whoever wins, Taylor or Prograis, they still got another undefeated fighter, top level fighter in their division. So still, if people say they the best, it's still like your opinion. They haven't actually got in there and fought. You know what I'm saying? So I still want to see the winner of both fights fight each other. And I know you wouldn't mind that shit. What's your name, nigga? Best fight the best, goddamn me.
Darnell Kirkland in the building. Salute, fam. Mark Wonderlich, my spoke to you. Salute, fam. Junior the Truth in the building. Taylor, salute, fam. Tyler. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Don Dollar said Regan versus Hooker in Dallas 2020. Yeah, that should be player. Goddamn. I ain't mad at that at all. Robert Tim said Hooker real sharp, got to win by unanimous decision. Goddamn already. Snacks B said AJ needs to train with Apollo Creed. What he gonna do with Apollo, man? He already doing too much moving around. That nigga, bro, he been talking about that shit since the fight, talking about that motherfucker doing too much moving around. What you been telling me, bro?
Too unnecessary movement.
And he too goddamn big for that shit.
Too goddamn big, man. And then every time, the whole time though, he was getting touched in the body too. So that was really fucking with him mentally.
Hell yeah, especially when he started getting tired. Mark Wonderlich said AJ equals a F level fighter. Man, they ain't gonna do him like that. That's a little bit of hyperbole, Mark Wonderlich. Chef said, yeah, he needs to lose about 10 to 15 pounds of muscle mass. Yeah, man, that shit is manufactured muscles. he ain't like a George Foreman who was just a naturally big motherfucker. If you go back and look at Joshua when he was younger, he was slim. He was slim and trim. You know what I'm saying? So I think he needs to get back more to his natural body weight and shit. Look more like a fighter, not less like a defensive end. He looked like Julius Peppers. Snacks B said Ruiz got dropped. Y'all seen Ruiz's face? Ruiz's face looked like I'm gonna get you. That motherfucker did an interview and he was talking about how he had his mind on God when he got dropped. He said that he was praying that God give him the strength to keep on going, keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? So he a religious guy. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know a lot of people don't believe in God and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know if I want to fight a motherfucker that's talking about God all the time. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he following his commandments and the motherfucker praying to God for strength and all that. Man, hey man, I can fight somebody a little easier than that. I don't need all that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Best fight the best. So yeah, I made that pup because Andy made him look like a scared stray dog in that motherfucker. Straight dog. God damn, best. Karan Bread Ruiz has a good front foot game, fast combinations, and good ass timing. AJ got beat by the more skillful fighter. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, bro. Skills come in a variety of shapes and forms in boxing. It ain't just a guy that's on the outside of, boxing pretty. It can also be a fight on the inside. Even somebody like Chavez, y'all know a lot of people might not look at Chavez as a skilled fighter, but if you look at the little shit that he do on the inside defensively, he has some underrated skills. You know what I'm saying? You don't win 85 fights in a row or whatever you did without having some skills. Mark Wonderly said AJ deserve AJ deserve a fight with Wilder. He lost his chance. All right, AJ don't deserve a fight with Wilder. He lost his chance. All right, maybe if you get them belts back on, man, so they can fight for something. Chef said Troy X. AJ don't want to get counter throwing that right hand. He got to throw it though, Chef. He can't beat him with one hand, my brother. You know what I'm saying? He can't just touch him with the jab and hook off the jab, man. He got to bring the right hand with him, bro. I believe that shit for a 100. Damon P said they saying Ruiz is still the under. What you say, bro?
I was gonna say, and he dropped that motherfucker before he cock it back. That shit, you can see that motherfucker coming, man.
He telegraphing that shit.
Man, telegraph that motherfucker cock that motherfucker like a robot for real. That motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That's why that Ruiz was able to see it coming. He ate him like a Skittle.
Yeah. Damon P said they saying Ruiz is still the underdog. So my money's on Ruiz and them long odds again. You ain't gonna get them long odds. It's gonna be close to even. I guarantee you that. If AJ the favorite, it's gonna be like minus 115, bro. I guarantee that. It's gonna be close. You know what I'm saying? Lala say true. Darnell Kirkland was good. Junior the Truth said, I need Wilder on that lineal list. Damn the other belts for right now or whatever. But I want the belts too. But I definitely want my man on that list, man. When I look at that shit, John L. Sullivan, goddamn me, Bob Fitzsimmons and Jack Johnson and Ali and all of these people, man, I want that lineage to go down to my man. And I'm really mad because Wilder already beat him. I admit, when I called the fight, I thought Fury won the fight when I called it live. But when I went back and watched it again, I scored it 8-4 for Wilder. And that ain't even including the 2 knockdowns in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Wilder should already be on that list. And it kind of pisses me off that he got to beat this dude twice to get on that list. And like I said, I didn't see it right the first time, but I'm not a paid judge. Those paid judges, that's their job to get these fights right. And they did not get that shit right. You know what I'm saying? So that shit pisses me off, man. Damon P said they saying Ruiz is still the underdog. So I read that shit. I'm tripping. Scroll down. Goddamn me. Tyler said Jose ain't beat Zepeda. You talking about Jose Ramirez ain't beat Zepeda in his last fight? I remember when I called that shit, man. That was a hell of a fight. I thought Jose Ramirez beat the motherfucker. I might be thinking about another fight. Maybe I'm thinking about Ramirez versus Orozco, because that was another one. That Antonio Orozco fight, that was a knockdown, drag out, slobber knocker, like Jim Rossby said. Junior the Truth said AJ cannot beat Ruiz. Hey, man, let me tell y'all something too, man. This motherfucker, Junior the Truth, man, I try to go to a live stream, you know what I'm saying, support the movement and all that shit. This motherfucker put me on blast playing Michael Jackson, talking about I can't win and all that shit. Like, I'm talking about he singled me out in front of everybody in the goddamn chat, man. So you started some shit, Junior the Truth. I just want you to know that. Don't disappear. Make sure that you come through here and put your picks in the chat. Because fortunately, I got the man himself, El Fenici, on my team. and he gonna serve your ass a heaping, helping a crow every single time you get a fight wrong. Goddamn.
Voice TV in the building. Salute, fam.
What's up with it, boys? Best fight the best. So that's what
He said, I'm petty than a motherfucker, fam.
I am too, nigga. This is a unstoppable force versus an immovable object right now, nigga. We about to explode in this bitch. We gonna go. Best fight the best. And that's what I said, Trey. I want Wilder to fight Andy on Cinco de Mayo and the winner to fight Fury. Goddamn, that should be player, bro. That'll be too much like right, man. That should be good all the way around. They fight on Cinco de Mayo. That's good for Wilder and Ruiz. They're gonna bring a big crowd. You know what I'm saying? They can do it even on pay-per-view, I guess. People will probably buy that shit. And then they get the belts and shit all squared away, unified, and then fight Fury for the lineal championship. That shit beautiful. Goddamn, that's too much like right. Best fight the best. I want everybody to fight everybody. God damn it. Best fight the damn best. Yeah. Junior, what'd you say, bro?
No, I was saying real talk. I'm just so used to the politicking that, you know what I'm saying, we already know it be taking 8-9 years to make a fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no Don Kings around no more. ESPN, a lot of in-house fights. You know what I'm saying? The best thing we got is PBC right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yep. Junior the Truth said all that movement was AJ's answer to the hand speed. AJ ain't ready for Ortiz. And at the same time, too, it's like in boxing, everybody equates being a smart boxer with using your legs. Like if you look at somebody like Keith Thurman, whenever you attack Keith, his first reaction is to exit the pocket and use his legs and use his feet as defense. Ain't nobody trying to counterpunch and stuff no more. And AJ see the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he think he see when he watching Mayweather somebody that's mainly relying on his legs for defense. You know what I'm saying? So AJ, man, that ain't no good thing, man. What'd you say, bro?
I ain't say nothing.
Oh, my bad. Rod S. the Champ said D+. AJ is a quitter. God damn, that's a dog that won't scratch, huh, man? Hey, man, they might not need. They need to stop feeding that motherfucker, man. You a dog? They call that a cur. If you a dog that won't scratch, he don't even need to eat no more. Goddamn, they need to put his bitch ass down. Snacks B said AJ's stomach looked like he had to take. This man crazy. Lala D talking about I'm crazy. Tyler said, I don't care. AJ lost. To be honest, I want to see Deontay knock his ass out anyway, goddamn, for all that talking they've been doing. Raphael Good said, AJ is Jack from Tekken. I don't remember Jack, man. All I remember is DJ. I think that was his name, the Jamaican fighter. That's the only one I remember, man. My mind went blank on the goddamn Tekken. Best fight, what'd you say?
No, I was laughing at you.
Best fight the best said AJ got a damn 3-foot height advantage and like 9 inches of reach advantage. And this nigga fall on the inside like a fool. For every one AJ threw, and for every one AJ threw, Andy threw 40 punches. Goddamn. See, I didn't even think like he didn't necessarily fight on the inside. I didn't really see it like that. I saw him trying to fight on the mid range. He just couldn't keep Ruiz out the inside. I used to say the same thing about what's that that Golden Boy prospect, Ryan Garcia. That was one problem that I had with him because I felt like he was pretty good long range and mid range, but he was his opponents were penetrating the pocket too easily. Like he was accepting his opponent's closing range, and like he didn't have a plan to maintain his range. And I just don't see that with AJ. It's like it's just too easy to get on the inside against him. You know what I'm saying? Scroll down. Lala D say, shit, then I want the lineal too. Hell yeah, we want the lineal, man. We need to look on that list and see our boy on there. Morris TV said, what up, family? Hope everybody's good. Shit, like I always say, man, we gooder than the government checking this whole, bro. Robert Tim said, my coach said that AJ was more talented, but also said hard work beats talent when it fails to work. Goddamn, hell yeah. Give me a motherfucker that's working every day over a person that's taking pictures on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Walking around, being friendly, smiling all the time, hugging everybody, and all of this weak, friendly ass shit. Give me the dude that's in the gym, you know, looking like Mr. T in Rocky 3. Goddamn, you about to say, bro?
That's what stood out about Mayweather to me. He flashy, talk all that shit. But he a motherfucker that was disciplined, and his work rate was never. He'd lead a club and jog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'd get up and go to the gym like anytime. Disciplined. Most of the motherfuckers can't be around alcohol and women and not indulge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That lets you know where your mind at. That's a good thing.
Yeah, best fight. The best said I had it 7-5 for Wilder over Fury, and I counted punches landed. Yeah, I went back and looked real close, man. Like when I'm calling the fight live, I couldn't tell what punches were landing for Wilder. But when I went back and watched it again, and I really take my time, like some of the times that Wilder was hitting Fury, he was turning his back away from the camera and kind of hiding his head, and I couldn't really tell. But when I saw it up close, I saw the shock wave go through Fury's body. So a lot of those punches that I didn't think Wilder was landing, he was landing. And after the fight, you saw all the red marks all across Fury's face. Shit, that shit didn't come from blocking. That shit came from the right hands from Wilder. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Fury went to Mars that night for at least about 10 seconds. David the Real Thomas, salute, fam, in the building.
Damn, salute. June the True, yeah, I'm petty than a motherfucker, fam, already. That make for fun, man. It's all about fun, you know what I'm saying? Why not say, yeah, Wilder was tagging Fury's body in the early rounds. You know, the rounds Floyd gave all to Fury. The clown affected a lot of people's view of the fight. Yeah, all of that irky jerk shit, man, working the jab. I'm thinking them jabs are landing from Fury. I didn't even notice that Wilder, like, let's say, because you know how Fury fight. Fury like to shoot a series of feints and then build up some momentum and step to you and try to put a little something on you. Like he might shoot like 3 feints in a row, touch you with a double jab and a looping right hand around the guard, for example. That motherfucker Wilder, whenever he saw him shoot him series of feints, Wilder would take a step back and touch him with a jab. I call that a stop jab because that stops your progress. It stops your momentum. And he was doing that shit and knocking Fury off his square, knocking him off his rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Wilder was getting enough credit for that shit, including by me when I was calling the fight. So I just think he had an underrated performance in that fight, man. Wilder won the fight. He should be the lineal champion right now, for real.
Wow, in the building. Salute, fam.
What's going down? Snacks B, Cinco de Mayo. Facts, goddamn, that'll be a player fight. Karan Bread said if Ruiz beats AJ again, then hold on. Again, we become a people's champ. Will he become a people's champ and a cash cow? If Ruiz beats AJ again, will he become a people's champ and a cash cow?
Hell yeah.
I think so. I mean, he can go ahead.
I think he already became a cash cow. Shit, he got Mexico behind him, bro. All he got to do is keep on winning. If he can beat Ruiz, if Ruiz can beat AJ one more time, that put him in that topic, bro. And hell yeah, he could be a cash cow. He already won. All he got to do is just do what he do.
What you about to say, bro?
Make a Debo meme with Ruiz face on it. These my belts, punk. You know what I'm saying? AJ gonna come back. Hey, Ruiz, can I get those belts back? Eddie tripping. You know what I'm saying? It could be like both ours.
Bro, let me look at the chat. David P said, I seen Fury doing a whole lot of shadow boxing, the hands behind his back bullshit more than anything else in the Wilder fight. Goddamn. And that's why I had the 8-4, man, when I went back and looked at the fight again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm like the Bible, man. Render unto Caesar what Caesar's and render unto God's what's God's. And when I look at the fight, I'm going to give credit where I feel like it's deserved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to cheat the man. I saw him win 4 rounds in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so salute to who I know somebody that'll be mad in a bitch right now. Arjun Kanapathy, if you in the background or something right now, bro, it's all good. Don't even be mad at your boy X, man. I'm probably pissed off if you listening to me.
I had Wilder winning too. When you watch live.
You remember
I had him winning too.
You remember your score that you had, bro?
I had it 8-4, bro. I thought Wilder beat Fury clearly, bro. I think we was a little bit too emotional that night, bro. Because I remember saying that shit, and when I went back and watched the fight, it was exactly what I said. I think we was judging Wilder a little bit too hard, bro.
It wasn't even that. It was what Fury was doing. He was hiding the punches. It was hard for me to see the punches that was landing. When I went back and watched it again, I could see it. How did you score the fight, bro?
I gave Fury like 3 rounds, 4 rounds. I don't remember exactly, but it was something like that. But Fury was rolling the punches real good, but you can see, you know what I'm saying, Wilder was landing. You know what I mean? But the body work, the first 3-4 rounds, I know I gave to Wilder. You know, Wilder was working the body, man. I guess after that, he just started going ham. You know what I mean? He started getting caught with jabs. He ate Fury best punch, Fury hardest punch. He was walking through that shit. So, yeah, I think I gave him about around 3-4 rounds at the most. Fury.
All right. Karan Bread said Fury got the best rhythm at heavyweight. People forget Gypsy is short for Egyptian. Fury is black. Goddamn, for real. I ain't never known this shit, bro. Y'all some goddamn philosophers in this motherfucker. I did not know that shit. That motherfucker said Fury is black. Boy, I done heard it all, man. Don Dollar said Black Fury. Yeah, this man crazy. I guess. Why not said I was whooping hold on. I was whooping ass with DJ on Tekken. Had dudes frustrated and ready. Oh, it was hold on. What was his name? DJ. Yeah, that's who I thought it was. Goddamn. Said had dudes frustrated and ready to fight in real life, especially the Asian dudes that rolled at least 8 deep. All right, David the Real Thomas said I thought Ortiz is the most skilled heavyweight. Only his age is against. The Cubans come over here late too. Okay. Goddamn, I agree with you. That motherfucker skilled. Wawa, salute to the corners. And still, goddamn, Eddie and the AJ protectors took a huge L, a massive L, goddamn.
Massive L.
Picasso said Ruiz fights like Frazier, right? I'll fight anybody, but I wouldn't underestimate a nerd. Nah, he don't really fight like Frazier to me. He didn't do enough bobbing and weaving for to fight like Frazier. You know what I'm saying? Frazier got that head movement working and shit, trying to get on the inside so he can go to the body with that left hook and bring it to the head on your ass. I didn't see that from Weiss. He came out with a little head movement in the beginning of the fight, but it still wasn't no Smoking Joe Frazier type of head movement and bobbing and weaving. That's what I wanted more from him in the fight. But whatever he did was good enough. He didn't need to be listening to Trey X. Hey, shout out to Ruiz, man. He did
Pete Money in the building.
Yeah. Damon P said, don't ever let a motherfucker touch your belts. That shit is real lame. I thought that shit, Elf Nietzsche talking about that shit. I thought the same thing when I saw the weigh-ins. Andre Ward, when he saw it, he was like, what the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? What was that, man?
Hey, Trey, can I come in on that a little bit, bro?
Go ahead.
I hated that for AJ for him to do that, bro. I felt very superstitious about that. I thought when he handed those belts over to Ruiz, that was the beginning of destruction, bro.
Yeah. Wawa said Ruiz said he want 50 million. The tables have turned, goddamn. Yeah, Al the GOAT. Shout out to Al Heyman. Wawa, you saying salute to La DP Money. What's up, bro? What's going down? Said Pops Eddie tripping. He want me to ask for my belts back. You know I want to trip. Yeah. One of them said Ruiz is the UK killer, goddamn me. La D said he dropped the man enough times. Yeah, he beat the hell out that man. Best Fight the Best said I had it 8-4 live, but when I rewatched it, I had it 7-5 for Wilder. All right. So that's a fair man. Best Fight the Best said Fury wasn't doing shit. P. Buddy said I had it 7-5 Wilder. The knockdown in the 12th seal to win for me. Mark Wonderlick said Wilder got robbed of a knockdown too. That do sound familiar. That it seemed like he touched Fury with a right hand and they didn't count that shit. Yeah, that do sound familiar. Lala D said I just saw Fury doing exactly what he said he'd do. Run, goddamn. I ain't really think he just straight ran. I just don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't just get on his bicycle the whole time. He was shooting feints and fighting style. I just didn't think he was being as active as what it appeared. What'd you say, bro?
Oh, I ain't say that.
Okay, Best Fight the Best.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing.
Okay, Best Fight the Best say Fury getting flatlined badly in the next fight. All right. Best Fight the Best said, nah, Gypsy isn't short for Egyptian. Stop it, fam. Goddamn, hey, man. I'm not no philosopher like y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what to make of that. Mark Warlick said, I had it 12-0 for Wilder. Goddamn, all right. David the Real Thomas said, is Fury the best defensive heavyweight? Certain people said Fury fight like Mayweather. People that tell me Mayweather fight boring runner, but Fury good. Yeah, see, but if you talk about him fighting like Mayweather, you got to be thinking about money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at Mayweather in the second fight against Madonna, he wasn't even on the bicycle. He was in that goddamn Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the entirety of his career, he wasn't a person that was out there moving and grooving all the time. Yeah, he did that against Diego Corrales, but he was over there piecing Corrales too. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the other fights he had, man, he was standing right in the pocket, like the quarterback of the football team. Beating the, you know what I'm saying? Looking good on the board. What do you mean?
Styling and wilding, baby.
And profiling on the board. Snacks B said Frazier got that cross arm defense, yeah, and plus he got the bob and weave style. So that's a short man style. You got to bob and weave and slip to get on the inside to get past your opponent's jab. You know what I'm saying? Scroll down, Kev.
Bottom of Cali.
I'm gonna get to it. Kev Harris said Fury got black DNA, but he was throwing punches at Wilder like he was fighting for his life. Also, how do you get dropped twice and win without a knockout? Goddamn, yeah. Don Dottie said a draw can be understood to me. Which one you talking about for Fury and Wilder?
Yeah.
Jeff said, shit, if Tyson Fury black, then the goddamn me, I'm Filipino, goddamn. Where Biddy, he black, I come from Ghana or something, goddamn. Where I'm black, I'm so black, my eyes is red, this motherfucker. David the Real Thomas said, no, I said Ortiz to me is the best skilled heavyweight. He's just old. What do you guys think? Shit, I ain't seen his birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm looking at him, like just looking at it as at his entirety, in his entirety, 349 and 19 as an amateur, coming out the Cuban boxing school. Look at the way he fight in the ring now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just a skilled fighter. Look at the fight that he had against Wilder. He had some counter punches for Wilder. He was able to catch him with a check hook type punch on the inside and hurt Wilder in the 7th round. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just an all-around complete fighter, man. I think he's the most skilled too. I agree with you. Picasso said, I didn't score the fight, but Wilder clearly was dominant. You're right about Frazier. Ruiz needs to fight like Frazier. Yeah, man, bob and weave and slip on the inside. But Ron Bread said, I like how when AJ tried to stiff arm Ruiz through the hook to AJ's bicep. That's craft. Go ahead and talk about that. Cook on that a little bit, bro, because I know that's something that stood out to you in the fight.
Yeah, man. That inside game, right? Every time AJ go to hold, that's why I say he couldn't clinch. Every time AJ go to hold, Ruiz didn't really care about being real aggressive most of the time. He was just jabbing that red. And I say by the second, third round, I think he kept doing that all the way through. That's when AJ tried to hit him when the referee broke him. Y'all remember that? That stood up.
Oh, he talking about when AJ was trying to jab and Ruiz kept on hooking his forearm and shit.
Yeah, I thought he said when he was trying to smother him with his forearm.
No, he said like when AJ tried to stiff arm Ruiz through the hook to AJ's bicep. Okay, I guess I got it mixed. I thought he was talking about when AJ was jabbing and Ruiz kept on hitting his arm and shit with that hook. My bad.
No, I think you had it right, bro. It was kind of like what we was talking about earlier, where Marlo was going in on. Every time AJ threw that jab out there, you call Ruiz, he was hooking that jab. He was hitting him in the bicep and making him put that arm down.
Yeah.
And another thing, like to me, that like as far as boxing, I don't really see a lot that would do. But to me, like as far as saying like I'm here, and I'm not letting you do nothing. I'm not letting you get away with shit. You can't even shoot this rangefinder out here. You want a rangefinder? I'm gonna hit your rangefinder then. I'm not taking no shit from you tonight. That's what they said to me when he did that shit. You know,
hey,
bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say he did that on multiple occasions, but that was another thing that frustrated him. That he knew that he was in a ring with somebody who was on a whole nother level. He did that shit one time, and it's an angle, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to show y'all where he hit that motherfucker so hard that nigga arm went back. His elbow, you can see his elbow in the back. The camera angle show his elbow go back there. They had to put like a bruise, at least some type of little, you know what I'm saying? He felt that motherfucker, and he kept doing it too. Charlie Horse, it depends on how good that, you know, them knuckles got up in that skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Lala D said, yeah, not really run, but he damn sure stayed out the way. Goddamn, that's smart. You don't want to be sitting up in front of Wilder, letting him get his feet set so he can take off on your ass like a sprinter or something out there looking like Carl Lewis hitting you with a right hand. You know what I'm saying? You don't need all that.
Not seeing the dream in the building. Salute, fam.
Going down. Chef said that nigga ill for that one. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Bottom of Cali, Marlo, Ruiz from Imperial, California, but fought like he's from the Imperial Courts.
Hell yeah. That shit had me die. That nigga from Grape Street, so he got that project. PJ Watts.
David the Real Thomas said like Mayweather versus Gotti. That was a hell of an ass whooping right then, man. And some people in the chat told me that fight is the reason why I didn't see one of the fights that I really wanted to see coming up. And that was Mayweather versus Cotto. They said Cotto saw that ass whooping and was like, no. Goddamn, I don't want none of that shit. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I hate Mayweather did him like that, man. Because it was a good fight, like entertaining. But goddamn, I wanted to see Mayweather versus Cotto when Cotto had the curl, the little S curl. You know what I'm saying? P Money, yo, okay. Why not? All right, I read that. I'm tripping. Scroll down. Karan Bread said, "Give your arm a frog and make you give that bullshit up." Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nothing like a frog in the oil to make a motherfucker stop playing knock.
Yeah, for real. Now, seeing the dream said, salute to the boys hanging on the corner in the LDBC fam. Yes, sir. Salute to the LDBC. Respect the movement. Junior the True said in Ohio, we call that giving a nigga a frog when you punch a nigga in the arm. Release a dog up in the bitch.
Hey, he was tearing that motherfucker up. Hey, Junior, every time he got lazy, he hooked that motherfucker perfect. Boop. Let him hit one. Boop. I was like, damn. I know that shit got to be irritating, man.
Yeah, he was throwing his weight around in that motherfucker, man. I just don't know how the goddamn rematch is gonna go, man. That shit crazy. Something is telling me I need to pick AJ, man. I don't know why. Something is just telling me that he gonna have it set up some kind of way to where he might have his referee that he had against Parker or something that's gonna help him and keep him safe on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And Ruiz might not be able to get his shit off the way he wants to. I hope I'm wrong, man, but
yeah, I'm not picking AJ.
I'm gonna play AJ Protector. He got concussed and against amateur fighters in his sparring. He had a panic attack. He had all type of shit going.
My bad, I ain't mean to interrupt you, but that's a good point though, man, because when I watched the actual broadcast, they said that AJ brought in amateur fighters to mimic the speed of Ruiz and the way that he throw a lot of punches. And he was getting lit up, obviously, by amateurs in sparring to where he was knotted up at his press conferences and shit. You know what I'm saying? He over there talking about he knotted up because of physio. And it sounded like them youngsters were getting physical with his motherfucking ass.
He went back and told the sir in America, yeah. Those amateurs, yeah. I swear, yeah.
For real.
They hit hard, yeah.
Had punches going off like fireworks on his motherfucking ass. David the Real Thomas said Mayweather versus Cotto, one of my favorite fights at 154. Mayweather did what they thought he wasn't gonna do. Floyd bangs. They gave Cotto credit for busting Floyd. No, yeah, that's one of my favorite Mayweather fights, period. That was a classic ass fight, man. You right about that. I had it for like 8-4 for Mayweather. Mayweather stepped to him, man. He touched him with the jab, looped the right hand around the guard, and come up the middle with the uppercut. That was like a 1-4-6 combination. Well, hold on, 1-4-5 combination. That shit was pretty, man.
Yeah, I like that was one of my catching and shooting on his ass. He was playing with him too.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite fights too. Like the announcer said, he beating Cotto in his kitchen. When Cotto couldn't fight in the inside, it was over for him, man. Mayweather was what they call him a boxing virtuoso in that fight, bro.
Yeah. Karan Bread said ref will help AJ if it's in the UK. I think so too, man. Goddamn Junior the True Trey X. You desire to hear that international pro anthem is causing you to pick AJ. That nigga sound like Adrian on Rocky. You can't win.
You can't win.
Hey, fuck you, man, for real. Spirit of Justice said, y'all doing that Zab Judah fight tomorrow if it's on TV? No, but I will be here calling the frog out of well on Saturday for the Jose Ramirez fight. Hey, D-Beard OG, if you still up in here, man, tell me the name of that youngster that you like, man. I be getting them confused with Virgil Ortiz. It's the youngster that's kind of slick.
Figueroa?
ESPN. What'd you say?
Figueroa?
No, not Figueroa. I'm talking about the one that's kind of slick. He a prospect. He's slick. We called his fights. We didn't call two of them. His last fight, he got a knockout in. He hit the dude with a lead left hook and dropped him and shit. D-Beard 03 say that's his favorite prospect in the game, I think. Damon P said, same here in Cali. That's a frog. Yeah, frog in your arm. Now, Seen the Dream said, don't go to the UK. The ref and AJ jumped Parker. He even took his own breaks when he got tired. Ruiz, if you go get that 50 million, fuck that, goddamn. If you don't get that 50 million, fuck that. I agree with you. Lala D said, no trash. You got to sing it like Michael Jackson. Yeah, I know where you got that shit from, you know what I'm saying? But it's a boxing channel. So we're going to go with the Rocky, you know what I'm saying? The Truth does not run anything over here. He does not dictate what songs will be played, what movie references will be used, or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he can sit his ghost smelling ass down there in the chat and enjoy the show with the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Trey, they like that sound.
He said, bah, bah.
He said, you the truth played for Michael Jackson cut.
Yeah, he did it to me when I went over there. But hey, El Fenicia, I already told him that I got the baddest man in the land on my team and shit. I got my back with the Crows Chronicles. So you make sure that you put a little something little sweet and special on Junior the True Crow when he come through the cafe. You know what I'm saying?
I got him. Caw.
Hey, well, you had another topic over there, bro. We wanted to chop it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, the last one, Teofimo Lopez versus this Masasushi Nakatani dude for to be up in line for a strap. Anybody know something about Noshi Nakatani? I'm gonna go look him up and check him out. But that's supposed to be a step up fight to put him in line. And I know Devin Haney is in line. And I was telling the bros that they might be ended up clashing.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I can't lie, I don't know much about his opponent. You know what I'm saying? I saw another fight. Tank Davis got a fight coming up July 27th. I think somebody said this in the chat earlier too. I had got the notification on ESPN, said he fighting some guy named Ricardo Nunez July the 22nd in Baltimore. So let's see if he's gonna have some discipline. I think this might be one of his first fights in Baltimore. So let's see if that motherfucker Tank Davis gonna have the discipline to fight at home in his hometown. Go out there and put on the show like he normally do. You know what I'm saying? Junior the Truth still down there talking that shit. Yeah, Tank. Yeah, you got it coming up.
That's a W.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. Hey, Marlo, you were saying that Devin Haney is in a mandatory position once he fights his next fight. Teofimo Lopez. You
From what I gathered, I thought not this last knockout put him in the contention for a strap. I think a WBC strap, if I'm not mistaken. This last fight he just had, that was a fight.
So you got Teofimo Lopez. I want to know in the chat who you got. Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez.
Ooh, man, you know what? Like when I was looking at this shit all this time, I was leaning towards Lopez. But after Haney's last fight, it looked like he kind of coming into his own, like he getting some confidence. I know the fighter that he was fighting wasn't really worth a fuck, you know what I'm saying? But he did show some power, and the snack pack looked like it's working over there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think he closed the gap a little bit between him and Lopez. I think it's close to a 50-50 fight now. I think it might be similar to Roy Jones versus James Toney, and the reason that I say that is because Lopez appears to be the more skilled fighter, but Devin Haney seems like he's the better athlete. And I don't know if Lopez is going to be able to catch up to Haney. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got the better skills and shit, Haney, his wheels just might be too good. And plus he fast and shit, throwing a lot of sharp punches, counter punches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think at the style, I think I'm going to have to lean towards Devin Haney slightly right now. I know. I'm just want to do
Hey, at first I just want to see the fight later on down the line, because I want Devin Haney to show us that power. But now that I see the power, I got Devin Haney for sure. Yeah, and I think that'll be a tough fight for him. But I got Devin Haney.
It'd be tough.
Man, shit. I'm gonna disagree with both of you goat smelling motherfuckers. And I'm disagree, and I'm gonna go with Teofimo Lopez, bro. I think Teofimo Lopez is the goods. I think that boy got that power. I like the way he'll stand in there and fight you. I gotta go with Teofimo, man. I gotta go with Lopez on this one, bro.
I ain't mad at you. Like I said, close to 50-50. I'm leaning towards Devin Haney like 52-48. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You about to say something, bro?
No, I was saying I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. I think that's gonna be a tough outing. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna pick Devin Haney anyway, but I had Teofimo beating him, you know what I'm saying, based on power, based on being able to catch up with him and slow him down. But I think he'll be able to keep Teofimo off of him with the power that he displayed in his last fight.
And plus, I don't know too many black opponents that Lopez done had. I do know one black opponent from Haney, his fight before last with that Zola Sani African dude, whatever the fuck his name was. You know what I'm saying? That's one problem that I got with these prospects, man. They don't have a diverse like profile. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't have a diverse opponents. You know what I'm saying? Like they fight all slow foot Latino fighters and shit. I want to see fighters fight fighters with all different styles and shit to help them develop. You know what I'm saying? Let me scroll down. Lala D said she got Haney. Darnell Kirkland, Devin motherfucking Haney.
Hey, DB stepped in with your boy. He said Gabriel Flores Jr.
Yeah, I had seen that shit. Yeah, that's. I think he fight tomorrow. I had got a notification that he had a fight coming up. They didn't say when, so I'm thinking that he probably fight on that card with Oscar Valdez, if I ain't mistaken. David the Real Thomas said that's tough boxer versus puncher. Goddamn, you talking about Haney versus Lopez. Voice TV said he got Haney. Bobby McCallie said that's a tough one. Haney looked like he turned the corner. That's what I'm saying. But it's hard to call though, man, because both of these fighters are on the way up. You know what I'm saying? So it would be a tough fight for both of them, man. I just give a slight edge to Haney, man, for right now. Damon P said Lopez for real. Don Dada, Devin Haney by unanimous decision. David the Real Thomas, they put in work and sparring. Yeah, I done heard some shit, but I ain't seen nothing. But bro brought up a good point though earlier when we wasn't on the live stream. Because you know Devin Haney, he the type of person that like to release sparring footage. And whenever he get his ass whipped, they don't want to release that. Like when he fought against Shakur Stevenson, they made Dante Boxing Nation take that shit down. Like when he had the first two parts up there, they wasn't tripping. But when he posted part 3, when Shakur came back and put a little something on Devin Haney, Devin Haney's pops made Dante Boxing Nation take all that shit down. And then Dante waited a little while, then he put up the first part. But that part 3, I've been looking for that shit for about 3 years. And I cannot find part 3 of Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson sparring. If anybody have any clues to the whereabouts of the sparring footage between Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, please let the boy Trey X know. Because I can't find it nowhere. They got that shit on the dark web or something.
Nah, that shit on the back of a motherfucking milk carton, bro.
Where business. La D said, where did that Haney come from? The last fight, straight out the Snack Pack factory. Shit, where you think he came from? That motherfucker hitting hard too, man. Karan Bread said, can't call the Teofimo Haney fight because I don't know if either of them can make their shit work on each other, okay? To me, they kind of got contrasting styles and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I can see why you would feel like that. David the Real Thomas said Teofimo hit hard. Devin Haney can box and move and groove on the goddamn man. Yeah, I agree. Now, I seen the dream said toss up for me. If I was betting, I got Haney, goddamn. So if it's a toss up, you down there want to take whoever the underdog is and sprinkle a couple of shekels on them. You know what I'm saying? P Money said, I got Haney. He has the skills and the power. It's coming along very well. I think Haney and Lopez will be a great fight. But Lopez seems to have trouble with the movement. See, that's what I was saying too. I just don't know if he's going to be able to catch up with Devin Haney. Like one thing about the skills pay the bills in boxing, but athleticism can throw skills off a little bit. Like I said earlier, Roy Jones versus James Toney. I don't know if many people would say Roy Jones had more skills than James Toney. I don't think most people would say that, but he was a better athlete and he was able to go out there and get a very convincing win over James Toney. So you got to watch them athletes, man. Square business. Hold on. David P said that so athletic style Haney fight with going to get him ate up. Haney did look real good last fight, but you got to measure it against who he fought. Yeah, that's why I said he ain't fought nobody. So, you know, we just projecting off like the skill sets and shit, like the talent, like the speed and all that kind of stuff. We just projecting it. Of course, we ain't got no crystal ball. You know what I'm saying? Can't play no triangle theory or none of that shit. But just from what my eye test tells me, I think Haney got a good chance to beat Teofimo Lopez.
Hey, Trey.
Yeah.
If I hit Haney in his hips and shit, you think he'll be able to move as good?
Do you is Teofimo that type of fighter? Is he schooled like that? Because that is one trick that you use. You hit the motherfucker in the hips and the femoral artery area, and that will slow them down. You know what I'm saying? Like they should have tightened up on them, and they can't move the way that they was at first. You know what I'm saying? So if Teofimo Lopez is able to do that type of shit, employ some tricks of the trade, that will give him a better chance to catch up to Devin Haney. I agree. But let's see if he do that type of shit though. Okay, David the Real Thomas. Hold on, I think that's where I'm at. David the Real Thomas said, "Yeah, I saw that Shakir boxed Devin ears off, but Devin always say he was 3 years younger." Okay, see, but the thing about that shit though, I saw something in Devin Haney too. He showed me something in that sparring because when like, all right, you got 3 parts to this. You got part 1, part 2, and part 3. Part 1 and 2 are of the same sparring session. It was just broke down in 2 parts. If you look at the first part, I think Shakir went out there and outclassed. It didn't. You could tell that he was the more sophisticated, mature fighter. But then Floyd Mayweather started running his mouth. He started telling the people that were watching and telling Shakir's handlers and Coach I can't even think Coach K Corona. He was like, "Man, that's gonna be our fighter. I'm gonna sign him. He gonna be one. He gonna be our fighter." You know what I'm saying? So when Devin Haney heard Mayweather say that, he turned it up a notch. And I say that Devin Haney won part 2. He went out there and showed me something in part 2. He fought hard than a motherfucker because he didn't like how Mayweather was talking about signing Shakir and all that shit. But then in part 3, Shakir came back. He came back with Coach K Corona. You could tell because he got a different outfit on, different headgear and all that. And when he came the first time, he was landing ishes. When he came back, he was landing ishes on his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit, that shit was pretty. Now, I seen the dream said if you happen to doze off and Lopez is doing a backflip, you already know what happened. Oh, man. Goddamn me. Snacks B said Haney wins. It's going all 12. I agree. Mark Wonley said, did anyone see that dude get roasted on Best Fight the Best channel by his homies? I ain't catch that shit. Marlo might have caught it, though. Karan Bread said Teofimo is all catch and shoot with good head movement. Haney is all traps with good feet, but flat-footed when he wants to punch. Okay. So Teofimo is all catch and shoot with good head movement. You think he got good head movement? I don't really see him as having like the best head movement. He kind of stand up straight like a modern-day fighter. I'm not gonna never confuse him with a George Benton or something like that. Somebody that fight with his head off the center line and is very defensively responsible. I think he got like he's okay like in those areas. I don't see like outstanding though. I don't see that shit.
Hey, you said Marlo got to say what?
Oh, he said, did anyone see that dude get roasted on Best Fight the Best channel by his homies?
Oh man, that shit was hilarious. Like, yeah, I saw that shit. Them wasn't his friends, man. Them was his friends, but they embarrassed him on Best Fight the Best shit. Put his sparring out there. Put his fights out there. Told his personal business. That was crazy.
His own homies?
His own homies. It was more than one.
Yeah, them ain't homies, bro.
Them
Them
ain't
homies. Them homies.
They were talking about his girl. They were talking about how short he is. They say he was like 5'2" or something. They say he was getting beat up by little kids. They were saying all kind of crazy stuff on the live stream. You know, Best Fight the Best had all 3 of them on there. And then them 2 turned on him on the live stream.
Okay. Why not said that shoulder roll from James Toney looked smooth and natural. It damn sure was. The only thing about it, though, he was in front of you with it. Like, he really lived in the pocket. Somebody like Mayweather, of course, he had a great one, a great shoulder roll, but he was able to mix the legs with it. He was able to move with it, put some lateral movement with it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of made his superior. But as far as, like, what it was intended for, roll the right hand and come back right back with the right hand, I don't think nobody did it better than Tony. That motherfucker did it so good, it looked like he invented that shit. You know what I'm saying? Scroll down.
Apathy in the building. What's good with it, fam?
Yep. Snacks B said B hop trick on the clinch. Hit the hips, goddamn. I don't know if he invented it, but he damn sure used it, though, man. Karan Bread said, not that good. We talking prospects. Okay, I think you're talking about Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, he a prospect, and it's definitely something that he can work on. You know what I'm saying? But Like I just see that as a modern phenomenon. Like the modern day fighter, they keep their head on the center line for the most part. And whenever I see a fighter that does it, it always stands out to me. Like I always say, if you go back and look at pictures of the older fighters, they took pictures with their heads off the center line. Even the brawlers, go back and look at Jake LaMotta, look at Rocky Marciano, look at the brawlers. They even fought with their heads off the center line. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just something that stands out to me. Even the old brawlers, in some ways, were more defensively responsible than the skill fighters of today, because even they had sense to keep their heads off the center line and not be standing straight up and shit, standing up stiff. You know what I'm saying? And I see that in these fighters, man. Even Teofimo, I see him kind of stiff and kind of standing up with his head on the center line. You know what I'm saying? Look how to talk this motherfucker up. Arjun Ganapathy. What's up with him? Namaste. Peace. Goddamn, Arjun Ganapathy.
Rod Dixon. Is this your key?
Yeah.
God damn me.
David OG said Teofimo over Haney. Too much power for Haney. Okay. Darnell Kirkland said, oh no, when was this? Oh, you talking about best fight the best shit? I guess they talking about it was today. Arjun Ganapathy said, yo, Marlo's Corner, how's it going, brother? Peace to everyone in the chat. What's going down with you? Darnell Kirkland said he got beat up by a kid. Who you talking about got beat up by a kid? Are you talking about dude?
Yeah, some troll.
David the Real Thomas said Teofimo and Shakur on the 2016 Olympic team. Teofimo representing on Honduras. Alan Russell Gary, brother representing 141 Teofimo weight. Okay. I saw that Teofimo did make the Olympic team, but he got knocked out in the first round of the Olympic. Not the first round of the fight, but I'm saying like the first round in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So but hold on, what he was talking about, I just lost my. Oh yeah, Shakur, went all the way to win a silver medal. Snacks B said his pops kicked his boy out because he taller than his pops. His pops kicked his boy out because he taller than his pop. Okay, y'all must be talking about that troll still. Now I seen the dream. Trey X go to best fight the best. 125, 2 hours and 40 minutes. You're gonna laugh your ass off. All right, I'm gonna go check this shit out. I see Marlo already read Rod X the Champ comment. P Money said, man, those last two best fight the best streams were instant classics. And that could be expected, you know what I'm saying? Because his man, they man came up short. You know what I'm saying? So they got best fight the best in the position of power. And he's already a shit talking motherfucker. They really in a bad spot. If I was them, I wouldn't even go over there fucking with best fight the best right now.
So what you saying is best fight the best is the A side?
He's the A side.
Hey, that nigga be having some classic, man. That nigga be having me dying. These people really saying sorry to him. Nigga say he be cussing them out, hanging up on them, and don't come back till you say sorry. And then they come back, I'm sorry, best fight the best. Oh, these Then they start getting up there clowning AJ. Like they start talking about the little short dude and AJ. He said, man, this dude, he got skills like AJ. He got a chin like AJ. Look, he's like 5'2". Oh, like damn, these motherfuckers is killing it.
That's expected though, man. That boy like Anthony just said, he the A side right now. I wouldn't even be over there fucking with best fight the best if I was there. Square business, then you walking straight into the grave.
Man, they love that shit. They love it.
Jump back in the chat. Karan Bread said, yeah, you're right. Old school fighters had way better trainers and way harder gloves, goddamn. I learned that fighters, the old school fighters, some of them, not some of them, but there was a time in boxing where they used 6-ounce gloves. I had never heard of that shit, man. I only heard it from one source, so it might not be right. But I don't even remember where I read this, but they said that Sugar Ray Robinson had some fights where he fought in 6-ounce gloves. I had never heard of that shit.
Hey Trey, did I ever tell you about the dude that didn't know he was on camera? Oh man, this crazy fool look like he about to beat his meat talking the best fight the best, right? He had no shirt on and shit. This nigga, he sucked him in, he was talking to him, and then the best fight the best said, "You fat naked F." The dude almost jumped through the screen, Trey. He just hung up. He didn't know the camera was on. He didn't know the camera was on, bro. That dude is stupid.
Yeah, I gotta go check that. Well, I ain't gotta check that one out. I just take your word for it. I don't even want to see the motherfucker naked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was laying there. Look, he had like some. I don't know. He had no shirt but some jeans on. He had the camera like, yeah.
Now becoming uncomfortable.
Best fight the best. Hey, best fight the best. Totally. He said, go ahead. He let him talk for a minute. He said something stupid. He said, you fat, ugly fuck. That nigga jumped out his skin. Oh, shit. That nigga hung him out.
Yeah, man, that shit was
crazy as a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, let me jump back in the chat. Why not said I told Best Fight the Best that his laugh during that stream is in my pound for pound list of legendary laughs. It's up there with Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy, and Vincent Price. Goddamn. All right, Rough House Boxing TV just stepped up in this bitch, man. We got Staff Sergeant Box. What's going down, boy?
What it do, man? What's going on, man? Hey, apologies for me being late, bro. I got in from class today up here at Fort Knox, bro, and I crashed out. I just woke up, my nigga. I'm sorry about that.
Sound like you just woke up. Go brush your teeth and wash your face.
Drill sergeant.
Breath up in the microphone, brother.
Hey, we're in the building. DJ Q Mob. Salute, fam. What's good with it, y'all?
Yeah, let me jump back in the chat. David, the real Thomas said, you see Caleb Plant text OBG instead of listening to James. Oh, texting instead of listening to James Tony watching Fight Hype. Yeah, I saw that video when James Tony was trying to push him. He was trying to teach him, don't just stand in the pocket and go shoulder to shoulder with a motherfucker. He said push off with the shoulder, then come back with the right hand or something. He said it was legal. And he was trying to teach that to Caleb Plant. And when he was talking, Plant sitting up there on his phone, texting and all kind of shit. And I'm wondering who he texting because his lady's sitting right there next to him. You know what I'm saying? So who are you texting instead of listening to the great James Lights Out Tony trying to teach your punk ass something? Square business.
And that's all free. And that was free game.
Free game. You know what I'm saying? Free game. Ain't no telling what James could have taught his ass. DJ Q Mob said, I'm glad I missed that stream. It sounded like it was funny, though. Karan Bread said, yep, Tony should have kept his gems in his pocket. Goddamn me. I wouldn't have taught his punk ass nothing. I seen the dream said, shit, I think YouTube be laughing at Best Fight the Best, too. Lala D said he got pissed because Best Fight the Best asked him why he keeps saying yeah, and he jumped up. Yeah, Mark Wonderlick said he is the A side. Yeah, that motherfucker the A side. Don Dada, Staff Sergeant reporting. Goddamn, reporting. Yeah. There's Jelly Fat back in this motherfucker on the scene. And yeah,
already.
We definitely gonna have another episode on the way and shit. The hold up is because of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna get into all of that, man. But the hold up is because of me. We're gonna have another episode coming. This one is gonna have more involved in it, though. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be on the lookout for that. And like I always say, man, if y'all got any kind of suggestions, anything that y'all want to give us on how to make this shit better, hey, we always welcome. You're always welcome to do that. You know what I'm saying? And whenever y'all come through, man, don't forget to throw your shout up to your channel, man, so we can all promote each other and help each other grow. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, when you come through this hole, if you want that action, just put something like CC. Put CC in the chat, so I know that stands for content creator. So I can give you a shout out on your channel. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I done actually came through and listened to your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll, put the highlights of your channel out there. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate y'all coming through. But it's 10:43, man. Y'all, you ready to go ahead and shut it down, bro?
Yeah.
Well, shit, Rough Out just came through, but shit, we about to go ahead and get our go smelling asses up out of here. I'm ready to go get something to eat. Goddamn. I know you just got here, but you want to go first, Rough Out?
Yeah, I go. Hey, it's always good to rock up on the corner, even if I just pull up to say what it do, man. And I appreciate everybody that stopped through, man. Everybody on the panel, you know what I'm saying? My man, I see El Fenici up in here. Trey and Marlo, I don't know who else was in here before. But, man, appreciate it. If you haven't smashed that like button, man, go ahead and smash the like button for the homies, man. Subscribe, hit that bell icon. That's your gym membership, you know what I'm saying? But y'all already know what it is, man. I am that boy Box, sleepy as a motherfucker. Just make sure y'all stop by the house, man. Just remember to wipe your feet and close the door behind you, man. And I'm out. G.
All right, what about you, El Fenici?
I don't always go into an English accent, but when I do, It will be on the next Crows Chronicles. So y'all definitely need to check out the next Crows Chronicles. It's motherfucking going down. You know we do it on the motherfucking corner. You know it's all block fam. Y'all know we goddamn do. We working.
Gia, appreciate everybody coming through. I was supposed to have this damn kid ass Tekker breakdown for y'all, but I got to looking at this dude channel named Hans the God, and I got to seeing all these different fighters and how good they was and shit. So I think I want to start bringing out some fighters that people ain't really heard of and try to get our knowledge up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, we're gonna have a trivia tournament soon. I don't know exactly when it's gonna be. But I'm gonna try to get this, do some trivia for the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s before we do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be soon though, man. But appreciate all of y'all coming through, everybody that be supporting us, whether you give us your time, hitting like, supporting us financially, all of that shit. Got love for all of y'all, and we gonna see you on Saturday. So y'all come through and fuck with us when we call a frog out of well. Peace.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. We trying to hold it down 3 times a week. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, but you know, everybody comes, so we're gonna just try to get on when we can. But much love, man. Always fun hanging out with the fam. Have a good night. But until next time, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls, the fuck out my gym.
You heard him.
Peace.
Gia.